Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Doc Martin. I'm with the Medical Cannabis Network. I'm here today to talk to you guys about the biggest problem that growers have. The number one challenge as you get deep into your grow, spider mites. I'll tell you, if you're a grower, you know what I'm talking about. In California, we can grow 6 mature plants or 12 immature plants. I recently started my little 12 immature plant grow because I have a terminal illness and I need to get my medicine working for me. The prices of the dispensaries are a little bit high, plus the federal government's just kind of coming down on the dispensaries here in California, so it's getting harder and harder for me to find my medicine, and I need it every day. Chemotherapy is not a good thing, by the way. So when I got my spider mite problem, I thought to myself, how is the best way to get rid of this? Because I had no clue of what I even had. I got on the internet and I located the #1 consultant in California and America on growing for top shelf growers. They call this guy. He has no questions to ask. He has nothing but answers. And I want to pick his brain today about how to overcome the huge problem of spider mite infestation. So let me introduce to you without any more delay, top-notch grower, top-notch aficionado, a top-notch consultant, the #1 consultant in my mind in California, Mo Dinero. Mo, how you doing, friend?
Thank you for having me. You know, Doc, the problem is becoming an epidemic.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a novice to an experienced grower. You will experience spider mites numerous times.
And they're devastating to a crop.
They will destroy your crop.
Yeah, in a very short time.
And at that, a lot of dispensaries won't even accept your medicine. Why would you want to consume medicine that contains spider mite feces?
That's true. I don't want to smoke or ingest in any way spider mite anything. The dead larvae, the dead bugs, their feces, anything about it.
You know, what happens is, for example, when you dry your medicine and the actual spider mites are on your medicine, you will get crackling on your cannabis.
When you smoke it?
Yes.
Yeah, I've had that before and I've never known what that was. Interesting. What's the life cycle of a spider mite?
The life cycle of a spider mite is 2 to 4 weeks. Now, a female spider mite can lay hundreds up to million eggs throughout their life cycle. That's a problem.
That's a huge problem.
Now, usually what happens, Mark, is the eggs are pretty resilient. They're hard to kill. So what's pretty common practice are harsh chemicals that people spray and use. How far were you into your cycle?
About 5 weeks.
Into bloom?
Into bloom, yes.
What did you do?
Well, first thing I did, I lifted the leaves up because I didn't know what they were. I thought it was household spiders that were messing with it, just putting webbing on the top of my colas. So I flipped the leaves up. First off, the leaves were turning brown and curling up really bad.
Did you notice any type of speckling on your leaves?
Not on the top, but I looked on the bottom, and there was a little speckling on the bottom of the leaves everywhere.
Well, you have to have speckling on the top of the leaves also, because what happens is a spider mite injects their little mouthpiece. It's almost like a little needle. Mm-hmm. And what they do is they suck the sweet juice of the leaf. So what's pretty much happening, if it's sucking out the chlorophyll, the juice, and it's leaving like little white, yellowish spots, it's not going to have any green. You gotta understand, Mark, the leaf of a cannabis is almost like little solar panels. Mm-hmm. They absorb the light for the energy.
Okay.
If it doesn't have that, and if it kills the leaf, where are your solar panels? It's not gonna accept the energy.
You know, I'm a complete beginner in growing, and I have so many challenges every day, and this would freak me out. I didn't know what to think about it, and I know now. What I did was I went down to the hydroponics store like everybody else probably does.
Pretty typical. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I asked the guy what his opinion was, and he said, well, you told me it was spider mites. I had a little picture of it, and he said, yeah, spider mites. And he said, you can use this product, that product. And I started reading the back of the bottle on some of these products, and they're toxic, man. They're not good.
These are very harsh carcinogen chemicals.
Cancer-causing?
Cancer-causing. Can also affect your reproductive system. Now, let's say you got a young couple who wants to have children, mm-hmm. and they're using these chemicals. It's going to affect the male reproductive system, and even for the lady, it can possibly give birth defect. That doesn't sound very good, no.
So I went to the hydroponic store. They showed me 3 or 4 different products, but I started reading on the backside the labels. I was blown away by the kind of stuff they were asking me to use on my plants. Now, remember, I'm 5 weeks into it, so whatever I spray on my buds is going to help me stay in that bud, right?
It will stay and stick to the resin.
Right.
It stays in the plant. How do you wash it off? And a lot of these products require, they're concentrated to begin with, Doc. You got to dilute them with water.
Right.
You don't spray full-blown bud with water. What happens? Mold and mildew. Got a whole new problem.
A whole new problem, then.
And at that, you got to be. The problem is when you went in, you probably went and asked, and they recommended, like you said, 3 or 4, 5. They recommended 3 or 4 or 5 products.
Right.
For the spider mites.
Right.
So I'm sure. Did they recommend? Let me ask you this. Maybe a little personal. Did they recommend a product that begins with an A?
Yes.
That
but
they
I don't want to get into the name of it, obviously.
Right.
Because I heard it was illegal in California.
It cannot be sold in California. Was there another product that starts with an F?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. These products, Doc, have numerous side effects that the industry doesn't tell you about.
Why?
Why would they? Why? Because they want to sell you an instant knockdown of the spider mites. They make money. Keep in mind, this one product that begins with the A, 1 ounce fluid liquid, they sell it to you by grams, which a gram can run you anywhere from $80 to $100.
For a gram?
For a gram of the liquid, yes.
The one that's illegal in California?
Yes.
But
so they make tons of money off this.
But the ones that will knock it down right away.
Right.
But knock me down right away.
But also knock you down, your health.
Yeah.
Exactly. It will kill you. What I'm going to show you here is the material safety data sheet.
Oh, the MSDS is what they're called.
Yes.
And this is put out by the manufacturer to explain the side effects or whatever the challenges are.
In case of an emergency.
Right. Okay, I got you. So basically it's a combustible liquid. The one that starts with an A is a combustible liquid and can release vapors that form explosive mixtures at high temperatures. That's a big problem, it sounds like to me.
What if it's in your medicine that you're smoking?
I know.
I mean, again, this stuff stays into your buds. The resins absorb it.
Do people actually spray this stuff on their buds in the 5th week?
Yes.
When we're going to the blooming
That is
stage?
pretty common to try to eliminate the problem.
But
Yes.
eliminating that problem gives us, the patients, all kinds of new problems. That's our problem.
Yes.
So we have to figure out a way to make it an organic knockdown, not a chemical knockdown, to take care of our problem, spider mites.
When you're using a synthetic chemical, and this is just one material data sheet. I got you here a bunch of MSDS on what the hydroponic stores carry.
So why aren't
That's
the
what
stores,
they're suggesting.
Why aren't the stores telling us to go check out the material safety data sheets on all these products? Are we just too busy trying to get the problem solved, not to look at the reaction of how it's going to affect us? Because that's the problem.
Like I said again, the irresponsibility begins with the company and also the hydroponic stores.
Right. So having said that, what we're going to look at right now, folks, we're going to talk about a completely organic way to eliminate any kind of spider mite issue going into your 5th week. When you start into your bloom stage, you have no chemicals you can put on your buds. You all know that, right?
You cannot spray any kind of liquid form onto your buds.
Even water.
Even water, you cannot do that.
Because next thing you know, we have mildew, right?
Exactly.
And that creates a whole nother problem.
And we'll get into that later.
Yeah. Let's talk about the video that we did inside the grow room that shows the problem. Here it is right now. We're going to show it to you right now. Okay, we can see by the video here, Mo. Look at the webbing on the top of those plants. How infested is this garden right now?
That is a complete infestation. As you see there's webs all over the colas. Now, you see the colonies of spider mites. Also, take notice to the leaves that have a lot of the specklings. Almost kind of turning yellow. It's damaging the leaves.
Well, you said earlier that the spider mites inject their noses or whatever into the leaf and suck out the
sweet juice.
The sweet juice. So basically, the goal of a spider mite is to have more babies, eat all day long,
and damage your crop.
And they probably party all night long too. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So they're just having orgies and drinking nectar and living large.
Right.
And in the meantime, it's killing our crops. And
yes.
if you look too on the bottom of those leaves are curling up. I mean, it just destroys the whole thing, and that's where the photosynthesis happens. Right.
Right. Them are your little solar panels that absorb the light.
Right.
To create the whole photosynthesis, like you said. And I mean, it's not going to give you that quality cannabis. Now let me ask you, do you think there's a solution for that?
Well, you know what? From what I was told at the hydroponic stores, the only solution is a chemical solution that's not going to work for my health at all.
Either you apply some kind of, what's pretty traditional is you apply some kind of chemical to destroy kill the spider mites. If not, a lot of growers tend to cut down early at 5 or 6 weeks. That's premature cannabis. That's not very good.
So it's not even quality medicine.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, the problem is we've seen it. One spider mite can actually create millions of spider mites, and they create millions more, covering your canopy with webbing, blocking the light. Right? They block the light coming in.
That's exactly what happens.
So what happens now whenever you start to work on this problem? Do the spider mites like drop down into the dirt? I mean, how do they hide out when they feel like they're being attacked?
They're being attacked. What happens is usually when people spray some kind of chemical or spray or fog or bug bomb, whatever you want to call it, what they do is they go down to the soil. They fall down to the soil to protect themselves.
Right.
So kind of they wait it out to see, hey, is the coast clear? And they crawl back up the stem, back onto the leaf to feed on.
But then again, if you're talking about in your 6th week and you're starting to bloom, you can't be spraying anything anyway.
Nothing, period.
And that's how I found out about Mo Dinero. He has created a product that takes care of this problem. All that webbing you saw in that video, his product takes care of that. A gentle vacuum system that will remove this problem. Now, I've seen folks, and I've talked to folks that have used a vacuum system in the past, and those vacuum systems, what I've seen, no offense, but what I've seen is the vacuum system puts those plants into shock. It just rips the leaves off. It's a mess.
Doc, there's people who use these big, bulky, wet, dry vacs.
Yeah, like big shop vacs.
Right.
Yeah.
And they think by using that, sucking out the spider mites, is going to fix the problem, which it probably will. But you're also going to suck out all the leaves.
Right.
Or damage the bud. Send the plant into shock. And it's probably going to not... There's going to be so much in shock that it's going to stunt the growth.
Right.
Now, is that what somebody wants?
So we just created a whole new problem.
Right. Different type of damage. Now, the machine that I put together has the perfect suction. It's a gentle suction that pulls off all the webs and all the spider mites.
So it must have taken a while to figure out the exact RPMs that it takes to suck off the webs without damaging the plant, right?
It took me 4 years to come up with this solution.
And it's a totally organic solution, folks, and it's an amazing program. We're going to go into my garden. I'm going to show you how using Mo's vacuum cleaner completely saved my crop. And when you look at it, you're going to say to yourself, well, I see how it's a gentle action. It's going to remove the webbing without affecting the plant. And that's what we want to do, right?
Exactly.
So as you folks can see on the video, it's gently sucking off the webbing. That's amazing, Mo, because the one I saw before, another grower had, he showed to me, and it was just sucking off leaves, ripping leaves. It was just a disaster. But you've got it to where this suction is so light, but just heavy enough to start. Look at that, folks. Look how it's just sucking those webs off.
Did you see that web that just went up that tube?
Yes, that's just amazing to me.
That is the gentle, perfect suction.
And it's not hurting your plant, folks. It's not doing anything except taking away the spider mite problem, the webbing. It's just amazing, Mo. I mean, I saw it. You sent me the video, and I looked at it. I kept looking at it, and I'm like, this is a simple solution to a very difficult problem that growers have every day. Tell you what, folks, you just saw the indoor garden vac in action, and the amazing part is that once he had taken off the webbing from the colas, we thought, well, this is great. But it gets even better. Watch this next video when you see Mo, the results of Mo's efforts, because in a week afterward, well, let's just look at the video.
Now, do you notice, this is a week after, there's no more spider mites. Do you also notice how the buds are rebudding?
They are, I know. That's the
They're
amazing
able
part.
to absorb all the light and rebud.
That's the amazing part. Because now what you did was you took off the webbing, which allowed the light to come through. Photosynthesis kicks back in. Next thing you know, the buds are rebudding again.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's amazing.
That is exciting.
That is, because you've just taken a major problem, you've knocked it down organically without pesticides that hurt us even worse. And now look, folks, look at it.
Look at that big color there.
Yeah. Clean.
No spider mites. 100% organic.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about mold or mildew.
This is exciting stuff, folks. I just want you to see. Let's look at it one more time. All those hairs that are coming up, that's those buds, the same ones, rebudding again. Problem solved. Not only solved, but then we have a whole new budding process taking place. Now, how long will it take for those to bud before I can actually crop that down?
Well, like I said, there it's 5 weeks. You got about another 3 weeks left to mature the plant.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's going to be considered medicine.
Clean medicine.
Exactly.
Healthy medicine.
Yes.
The medicine is going to benefit my life, not make my life more complicated.
Now, one thing you got to make sure, Doc, is when you go to a hydroponic store, you be sure you go in and you ask for the indoor garden vac.
You guys have seen the problem. You've seen how to knock down the problem organically with Modenaro's indoor garden vac system. If you want to order it, hop over to our website, indoorgardenvac.com. It's Modenaro certified, and it has to be because it won't be, in my opinion, if it's not Modenaro certified, you don't want it. This product will take care of your problem, solve your problem. It's $89 is all it's going to cost you, and we're going to pay the shipping and handling. There's no shipping and handling cost to you guys. We take care of all that. $89, you order it through PayPal at our website. We'll ship it right out to you, and you can start enjoying the benefits of the indoor garden vac. Anything else with that, Mo?
Order the vac.
Get the job done. Knock it down now. Save your crop.
Be Modenaro certified.
Modenaro certified. Thanks so much for watching. IndoorGardenVac.com will take care of your problem. We promise you that.